see, why did I just do that? So the best real estate agents out there are not always full time. And today I have Scott Moore, a part-time agent that is kicking some butt and making this model work really well. And welcome to your Road to Home Home to Ownership podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I do no editing. I just throw that in there.
I love it. That's good. That's good. No, thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome. I'm Anthony Rijos, a longtime loan officer in Western New York. I had to throw that in there because people ask, "Are you a real estate agent?" I'm like, "No, I'm a loan officer." So I always throw that in there.
Yeah.
So a lot of agents are full time. A lot of agents are part time, but a lot of agents are kind of doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You are a dual career and you are managing it really well. So before we go into all that stuff, tell me, how did you get into real estate?
So in 2022, my wife and I started doing real estate investment, and we started with one house and kind of bought it as is and turned it into a flip project that we ended up renting, and we learned all sorts of stuff from evictions to sweat equity to appreciation, and it piqued my interest. I love doing it. My mother-in-law was a real estate agent. She still is, super successful in East Aurora. So I kind of watched her do her thing ever since we've been married, and it's always interested me. After we kind of finished the house and got our renters in there, inflation hits, and we have 2 more kids after we bought the house. So now we're up to 4.
Wow.
And you kind of see the whole scope of, I got to feed 4 mouths, still keep our lifestyle going. And I have a great job, but I'm also, I played sports in college. It was always familiar for me to have multiple roles, whether I'm a student or student athlete. I used to build not-for-profits on the side when I worked for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. So doing multiple things, I can't sit still. So, my wife eventually said, well, why don't you get your license? You've learned a ton in these 3 years that we've done real estate investment, and you love helping people. You've been a not-for-profit for 15 years, whether it's working for them or building them or sitting on board chairs or whatever it is. And I said, we have a little gap here in the winter where I can take a course. Certainly you're going to have to watch the kids on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for 4 weeks while I do that. But it was great. And, when you hop in, you're nervous for anything. You feel like you don't really know it, but ultimately we're helping people. And that's what comes naturally to me. So, in not even finished year 2 yet, it's been awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. How did you find Metro Roberts Realty?
I coached a lot of kids in high school. I was a longtime high school lacrosse coach. Still super involved with the East Aurora lacrosse program. And one of the kids that I coached, his mother works for Metro Roberts, Alicia Whitman.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was getting recruited on all these, you kind of go through that recruiting trail after you get your license, and I met with all these different brokerages, and Alicia kept telling me about Metro. And, once you meet with Neil, it's easy. It's comfortable. And then you meet with the owner, and you're kind of, he's a big polarizing guy, and owner of a company comes with, that title. Yeah. It can be intimidating. But he was awesome. He answers your phone call right immediately. Obviously, the 10K cap for real estate agents is unbelievable. Super generous of Jim to do that.
Yeah.
But it feels like home, right? Everybody answers your questions. The training's immense. There's no pressure, and there's a ton of support. So it was an easy decision.
Easy decision to come over here.
Yeah.
So you're kind of juggling part-time, full-time. There's a lot of strong part-time agents out there, and you're on that path. You are really at a really high level when it comes to your customer service and everything else like that. So what led you to say, okay, I'm not going to jump in this full-time. I'm going to still carry another career. I could imagine it's the the family, right? The family driven that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's all family.
It's all
right.
family,
You
yeah.
want your kids to have the best of the best, and you want
Yeah.
your wife to be happy, and you want to be able to provide for them, but also you want that flexibility. So I love my job at the rink. Being the general manager of the classic rink in East Aurora is awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool spot.
Again, building not-for-profits in youth sports specifically has been something I've done for so long. It was such an easy decision for me to leave the Buffalo Bills and go to them. Even though I love my time there, it's just, again, helping people and building up your community. But then reality kicks in, and although I have this great job for kids, no matter what job you have, is a lot, right?
Yeah, no, it is. So there's some stereotypes out there for part-time agents, and I hear this all the time.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stereotypes I hear, and I see too, when you have agents always chasing that dollar, they're not going to give that 100% to that buyer. They just want to sell the house. It's almost like a used car type thing. Just sell them the house, just get them in so get the paycheck. And working with you, I didn't realize you were a part-time agent. Okay. I did not realize you had another career.
Yeah.
Because you were you're so good with your clients, and your clients really enjoy working with you. And usually when I work with part-time agents, it's hit or miss sometimes, right? So tell me about breaking into some of those stereotypes, and what do you do to get those clients?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good question. I think it starts, at least with me, with what I believe in, right? And not for profit. You can go to that. It's really easy. It's helping people. It's not always chasing the dollar. It's not chasing the check. It's chasing the satisfaction of the customer, or the kid who's playing the sport, or the family who needs the help. And I've been doing that for so long that it's just kind of second nature to me. So when I came into this business, the first thing I told my wife was, it's not about the money. I mean, we need the money for our kids and our family, but it's not about the money. It's about helping people. And if I can't give 100% to a client, then I'm happy to pass them along to somebody that I know and trust that will give them 100%. Yeah. I've never been scared of working 16-hour days. Again, working in the Buffalo Bills, you're there 24/7. Yeah. So coming out of that, I learned a ton about work ethic and what it takes to get the job done. So, dealing with you, I was calling you on off hours, probably calling you on weekends.
You call me on Saturdays, 8 o'clock, all times. But that's our career.
I got to do what
we do.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
And we got to be, part of our career is the guys or the girls that do the best in this job are the most responsive, right? Yeah. So when my clients call me, they expect me to, and I hope they know that I'm going to get the answer for them as quick as I can. Yeah. Whether it's, sometimes I might be with my family on a weekend. It might be 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Could be 10 o'clock at night, right? I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that done.
Yeah. No. How do you keep things organized?
I don't know.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
You just kind of go with it. I don't know if I'd call it organized. I would just call it you don't have a choice. You just you gotta do it. And sometimes it's unorganized. Sometimes you forget stuff. I mean, I try to keep a notepad. I try to keep a binder of all my daily responsibilities. My wife's gonna watch this and say no chance, because she's super organized and she's great.
Does she help you with the scheduling?
Yeah, we've started a Google Calendar for the family. Okay. So I have to put in everything in there, and if it's not, then I know about it. But no, she helps with that, and she stays on top of me, and she's super supportive of this. And how I manage it, you just do it.
What do you think about bringing on as a teammate, working together in real estate?
My wife?
Yeah,
I've asked her to do it a bunch. She'd be great because she's really organized. We're both. So she's a not-for-profit too. She works for the United Way. She's been there for a long time, so we have the same morals, right? And she's very organized. She's a super friendly person, where I'm more of the. We're also friendly, but I'm just more the go-getter, the idea guy. I have all these aspirations, and she's the reality check, right? Yeah. So it would be a good team. It'd be great. Absolutely. Yeah. And her mother does it, my mother-in-law. And now my brother-in-law's girlfriend just got her real estate license, and she's a part-time.
Man, I'm seeing the future
I
there.
know.
I'm
It's like a
seeing
family business.
a family
Yeah.
big business out
Right.
there. That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, your background in helping others, how does that play a role? And I kind of know the answer, but just to share, how does it play a role in you helping your clients out there? Because your current position, that's what you work in
Yeah.
for profit, right?
Right.
So that transitions into real estate very easily.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So give you a little background on some of the skill sets that an agent that's looking to do this
Yeah.
part-time, what should they be doing?
So put the customer first, always. I mean, don't put the check or the money chase first ever. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are either going to get into this part-time with the hope to getting into this full-time, and it's, you're anxious to get that money income rolling in.
Yeah.
And I would urge everybody, and I'm still new at this. I'm not perfect. I'm calling Neil every day, and Alicia or any of these other agents. But if you put the customer first, they're going to trust you, and they're going to give you referrals. They're going to tell other people, like, this guy actually cares. He really wants it. He wants to help you. He's not just trying to close your deal and be done and move on to the next. He's going to continue to communicate. He's going to keep in touch with you. And if you, again, just put that client first and you put their needs and wants and really listen to them, you'll be successful.
Yeah, you're building business through referrals.
Right.
That's one client at a time. And, I kind of live like that myself. If you refer someone over to me, if you show them houses, you give them manicures, give them massages, and then come to me and I poop all over them, right, during that process, they forget right away that you gave them manicures, pedicures, and massages.
Sure.
They just remember I pooped all over them and I gave them a horrible experience. So the many years I've been doing this, I kind of live like that. I always try to treat others the way I want to be treated.
Yeah.
My response time is always quick. I try to, it's just the age we're living in right now. It's kind of bananas, right?
I know. It is.
It's amazing. So tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you faced being a part-time agent.
Sure. I mean, as much as I answered your question earlier about organization, right? It's organization, right? And I run a company, and that's my first priority always. And that's my career path. And it's just being able to juggle the workload, how many clients are going to take on, who are the right clients. A new agent's going to come in and they want to help everybody, right? Because there's sometimes a payday at the end of it. But for me, over the last year, I've learned I love helping everybody, and I'm going to listen to everybody. But if I can't give you everything that I've got that you need, I'm happy to give you someone else that is similar to me and knows me and has same morals and can help you. So over that time, it's learning how to juggle. It's some of the other pieces that I've struggled with is just learning real estate, right? I mean, I've done investments. I flipped a house or rentals or whatever it is, but you're not going to learn anything unless you jump in, right? Yeah. So you can read all the books you want. So just getting those experiences over time and learning new things on every deal, whether it's client-based or it's maybe something legal, you got to learn to adapt, and that is not necessarily a struggle. It is in the moment, but it's part of the process, right?
Have you made a mistake that you learned from?
Oh, yeah, of course. You're not going to be successful unless you make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
You got to fall down. You got to get back up, right? So I've made some mistakes, and I'll own it, and I'll be upfront with everybody about it. But it's a learning process like anything else.
Yeah, people don't see how many mistakes someone makes in order to become successful.
We're human,
And I look back on my career. I'm like, man, I made so many mistakes.
Yeah.
The good news is I learned from them.
Yeah.
And I keep moving forward, right?
Yeah.
So as a new agent, and especially in this industry, you're going to make a lot of little mistakes.
Yeah, and just be honest about it,
Yeah.
and like
own it.
Own it.
Yeah, that's
all anybody wants.
That's it.
You're just, if you keep backtracking and you're not honest about it and you're trying to just you're kind of digging the hole deeper, you know?
So organization, one of the things that you're trying to work on, how does that play a role with like the family life balance thing?
Yeah, that's the
you have
toughest
4
part.
kids, right?
Yeah.
So how many kids? 4 age?
7, 5, 4, and 2. Oh,
That's
5's about to be 6.
crazy.
I know.
That's
So they're young. They're all
they're
22 months
young.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that?
You know, it's luckily my job at the rink is again, it's awesome. We've gotten that to the point where it's not running itself, but I have a great staff. I have a great support system with the board of directors. You know, we've gotten that business to the point where it's doing great. You know, I'm there all the time still. It takes a lot of time to run an athletic facility. But when it comes to the real estate stuff, there's a juggling balance with the kids, right? Because you want to be at everything and you do your day job. And then typically somebody does their day job 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever it is. They go home and shut it off. And, you know, I don't do that. I can't because, well, one, I run an athletic facility where my clients are now coming in from 5 to midnight, right? So my staff is running the operation. I'm setting it up and keeping the business going. And I'm still going to get calls. But when you add real estate in there, you know, I might have my daughter's dance class. Well, I'm going to try to watch as much as I can, but I might have to take a 15-minute phone call, 30-minute phone call. I got to call Anthony Rijos, make sure that we're still on pace with our mortgage share, right? And just knowing how to juggle those, but also keep the kids happy, keep your family happy, your wife happy. But it's a juggle, man. It's tough. I mean, the economy that we live in, right? Inflation, all that stuff. Unless you're making this crazy $300,000 job a year, you know, you see a lot of people that are doing side jobs here and there, and you just put family first and try to do your best.
You're going to find, I don't know, your kids are young enough, but my boy's 14 now. I can't believe he's 14 years old. He knows everything about real estate.
Yeah.
Every call I take, he's always with me in the car.
That's awesome.
Or whatever. He's talking about things. I talked about maybe getting him on a podcast with his buddies, and we're going to probably do something like that. Yeah. But I'm like, dude, if I ask you questions, you better get it right because you live with me. You hear this stuff all the time, right?
Sure.
So, yeah, your kids will kind of grow up in this world. They're going to grow up in real estate. They're going to grow up in your non-for-profits. It's going to be pretty awesome. The biggest piece of advice you could give somebody who's thinking about juggling 2 careers, what's that one piece of advice?
Make your second piece real estate. I mean, it's whether you're doing investing, whether you're doing as an agent, whether you're working as a loan officer, you learn the other side of the business. Whether it's passive income or full-time income. That would be my advice. But if you're thinking of doing 2 jobs, right, make sure your first one is stable income. It's your number one priority outside of family. And make sure that other supplemental piece that you need to feed your family or whatever you need it for can fit into that lifestyle, right? Yeah. So real estate can do that. Yeah. It did it for me. It may not do it for everybody. But again, starting off and investing, I mean, I coached lacrosse for 15 years. I told my kids, they come back to me in college and, you know, say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, right? And it's great. And I said, my biggest advice to you would be, buy a duplex when you're on campus, live in one side, help the other side supplement it. After 5 years, when you're done with school, take the money out, cash out refi, go buy another duplex, live in that side while you're starting off in your career. You know, don't pay for rent, right? Buy the house and own it. And now you own 2 pieces of property and they've appreciated over 10 years. And now you can figure out whether you want to keep them, sell them, refinance them, whatever. But that's real estate, right? So it's not just being an agent. I would highly advise somebody getting into it. It's not easy, right? Sometimes you need capital, sometimes you need free time, and you need motivation, right? You got to want to do it. It's not regardless of what you do. If you're going to do supplemental income, 2 jobs, it's tough. So make sure you want to do it at first. But if you're thinking about it, I mean, real estate is an awesome way to go, and then it may turn into a full-time job.
Yeah, it's a great piece of advice. Yeah. Are you having fun?
I love it. It's awesome. It's the best.
All right, good. As long as you're having fun.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know,
as long as you're having fun with everything.
I'm blessed. I got 2 jobs and a great family. I mean, regardless of the money, every day is an adventure.
Yeah.
whether it's getting a call from a random client or, scouring the market or helping a family in need for hockey or lacrosse, right? It's awesome. I love it. And having my kids see me do that, having my kids see me work 2 jobs, it hopefully pays dividends for them over time.
Oh, you're leading by example, man.
Right.
And they're going to grow up looking at that, and it's the biggest gift you could give them. So,
That's what I want to do.
no, that's great stuff. All right, man, I got some 5 fun questions.
Okay. Let them rip.
All right, ready. Favorite food spot, restaurant in Western New York?
Main and Hamlin, East Aurora.
Tell me about that.
Oh,
place.
the best. It's best wings, best beef on weck. It's right at the corner of Hamlin and Main Street, i.e. Main and Hamlin.
Okay.
In East Aurora, 2 longtime guys that have been in the food business for a long time, whether they've one owner owned Miller Steak and Crab on Union and Clinton. They were both managers at Barbell for 20 plus years. Everybody knows Barbell. And they've opened their own little place. It's packed all the time. Awesome atmosphere. Best wings. Best spot.
I'm going to check it out.
It's the best.
I'm gonna
Hands down.
All right. So, what is your go-to coffee energy drink?
Black coffee. It doesn't matter what it is as long as it's black coffee. Usually Tim Hortons, but Folgers, Maxwell House.
So, I don't drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
Right. But the other day, I saw something on, I don't know, one of those reels, right? Mm-hmm. And it's some espresso drink, and I decided to make it. I never really had espresso.
Oh boy.
Oh man,
you were flying.
It was perfect because I knew I had you're bringing all the patio furniture into the garage. Winter was coming. I needed the energy. It was a Sunday. Dude, I had 2 shots of that thing. I was flying. Never had it before. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. If I have a rough day, I'll throw the espresso shot at Tim Hortons in the black coffee.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I got something interesting. So if you had a day with 0 responsibilities, how would you spend it?
On my boat. All day. Yeah. No responsibilities. We sold that house and that we were investing in, and we bought a house in Rushford Lake, trying the Airbnb route, right? We wanted to switch our portfolio up a little bit. It's a place that my family can go. Again, trying to give those kids the memories and life that they deserve. But I've quickly learned that's the happy place, right? Go up there, no responsibilities.
That's great.
Whether it's taking my son fishing, going on the boat, or just hanging up there, that's number one.
No, that's cool. I love the outdoors. I grew up downstate.
Yep.
Thinking, I didn't really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now I love camping. I love fishing. I love all that stuff. So I totally get that. That's pretty cool. It's very cool. All right. So what is your go-to hype up music song, that gets you hyped up? What kind of music or songs?
So I don't know if you'd call it old school, right? I'm not super old here, but I grew up in high school and sports in the early 2000s. So we'll either go heavy metal or I'm going to do some of my favorite artists were like G Unit, right? Rap. Two totally different ends of the spectrum. Right? But early 2000s, before a football game or lacrosse game,
you're ready to go.
All day. One of those 2.
So I don't know if you know this, what they call early 2000 rock now.
Yeah.
They call it dad rock.
Oh, come on.
They call it dad rock now.
So we're there.
So my son's like, hey, I want to go see. He plays the drums. He's into music. He's like, I want to go see Systems of a Down and Korn. I'm like, let's do it.
I called you when you were at that.
You called me when I was out there,
right?
And I'm like, man. He's like, this is dad rock. I'm like,
come
on.
on.
You can't call it dad rock.
Yeah.
So it's dad rock now.
I had System of a Down on my playlist before the warm up. They're in there.
It's dad rock now,
it is.
dude.
Okay, well, it's dad rock and dad rap, I guess.
There you go. Dad rap, dad rock.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right, my last question. Okay. What's the one thing people may be surprised to learn about you?
That's a great question. Man, when I was a kid, I used to be in the band. I played in a band. I played drums. And outside of that, I'm Canadian, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
You're Canadian.
I'm Canadian, right?
Where were you born?
So I'm dual citizen. Okay. My mother came over the border right when she had us, but I'm dual citizen and my whole family lives up in Canada. I'm the only one here outside of a couple of people on my dad's side.
What part of Canada?
Ontario. So Mississauga, Toronto, Oakville.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you like ketchup chips?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
all season. All
Dude,
season chips are the best. All season ketchup and dill chips.
Oh,
right.
Man.
Grew up on that. You have to. Fuzzy peaches gummies. Oh, they're the best.
Okay.
They're the best.
I had some ketchup chips in.
No, not for you.
No, I went to Delta Bingo one day.
Okay.
And some friends brought some ketchup chips.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's this?
Do you like ketchup on your fries?
It's different.
It is different.
It's just different.
Same concept though.
It is a great. It's the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. All right, man. Did you have fun today?
I did. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Oh, so tell me tell everyone how did they get a hold of you?
So you can email me at scotthmore@gmail.com. You can call me at 716-725-9748. You can pop into the ice rink in East Aurora and see me. You can see me at East Aurora lacrosse stuff. And I'm happy to help everybody.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Bye.